Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about what restaurants in Northwest Arkansas are bigger than just Northwest Arkansas, are bigger than just America, and actually are almost world renowned here in Northwest Arkansas. We're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna get one more bonus round in there too, so let's talk about that. But before we begin, if you could like and share this video with a friend or family, that would make the world of difference. I try to produce as much content as humanly possible about Northwest Arkansas, obviously. So liking and also sharing just make sure that everyone can live, work, and play all in NWA. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. Also, if you haven't been down to Northwest Arkansas quite yet, I made something called the NWA Starter Pack, and it sounds exactly what it is. Literally, it's exactly what it is. It's a starter pack full of all the cool things in Northwest Arkansas. If you want to know about the hospitals, if you want to know about the schools, if you want to know about all the cool things happening in the downtown sections, if you want to know about all the cool restaurants, if you want to know about all the things happening here, enter your information below, name, address, where can I ship this package to? Where can I ship this crazy awesome package to? Just let me know in the address below. I'll make sure to get it to you right away. Also, side note, it does come with your first free mountain bike, so that's pretty cool. And I know. It is my favorite four-letter F word. Free! So enter your information below and make sure that get that package shipped to you right away. All right, and so we're talking about restaurants that are almost world-renowned in Northwest Arkansas. And what I mean by that is that if you meet someone in a different country or other parts of America, and you say, I went to Northwest Arkansas, what restaurant, whatever the case is, these are the restaurants that go beyond the area, that travel with the peoples, that go beyond this area. And so we're gonna talk about them. And the first one we need to talk about is Wrights BBQ. Now, it is well known in the area that Wrights is arguably some of the best barbecue you can have ever. People have traveled all across America, barbecue experts, the whole thing. I am by no means a barbecue expert, so I'm actually leaning on like people that actually know barbecue very well. But Wrights BBQ, which is located in Johnson, as well as a location in Bentonville and another location coming out pretty soon here in Rogers, in down near the actual Promenade Pinnacle Mall. But they are by far the most world-renowned known barbecue place in Northwest Arkansas because of what they do and the quality they produce and all that. It's delicious. So if you are coming down to Northwest Arkansas, this is one of the restaurants you need to try because it travels beyond the area itself. Wrights BBQ, so cool, so good, so delish. It's good. And number two is Herman's Ribhouse in Fayetteville, Arkansas. So I don't know what they're doing in the back in Herman's, but it's good. Just keep doing that. Herman's Ribhouse, it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally a rib house. It is amazing. I've been there before, obviously. So good. And obviously they play in the barbecue scene. But one of the things that I've noticed is when I've traveled outside of NWA, people always talk about Herman's a lot. Like I've known people like, oh, I've been to Fayetteville. Like Herman's always goes with the territory. So if you like ribs, if you like barbecue chicken, any of the stuff, Herman's is well worth checking out. It is by far amazing. Like I said, I don't know what they're doing in the back over there in Herman's, but definitely check the place out. All the cool things happen at Herman's. Is actually like right in near actual downtown Fayetteville, a little north of that. So it's really easy to access. But when you get to the building, you're like, is this building? Like, what is going on here? Like, this is a true, like, it's been here forever building, if you know what I'm saying. You go there for the food, and it is so good, and people talk about it all the time, especially if you're in Northwest Arkansas or definitely outside Northwest Arkansas. So Herman's, definitely add it to your list. And number three, we're sticking in Fayetteville for one more time. We're talking about Hugo's. Now, Hugo's got famous for a couple different reasons. The first one is because it has amazing burgers, like some of the best burgers you'll have in a long time. Super good. Love them. And the second reason it got famous was because it's kind of like tucked under a building, so you kind of have to find it. And that's kind of the third reason too, is that it's hard to find Hugo's. Like you put it on a map, you just don't know where it is. All you're going to see is a line, in front of this random sidewalk. Like, I don't know where these people are going. I don't know what's going on here. No, they're going down to the basement. And so I don't think they actually do reservations. You have to get in line, and there most likely will be a wait, especially if you go around dinner time. But to find Hugo's, look for the line on an alleyway, and people are standing around. Most likely they're waiting for Hugo's. So that's what it kind of got famous for, is not only the burgers are fantastic and they have such a diverse set of burgers there, it's because it's sometimes a little hard to find. Like there's not this, look, come to Hugo's sign everywhere. It's a little hard to find. So if you're looking to find Hugo's, just park in a general area around where the Google map drops you, and you'll find it. You'll find the line over there pretty quickly. So definitely check out Hugo's. Whoa! Before we jump on to the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates, and that sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So maybe you're looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas and you're using things like Realtor.com or Zillow.com. Way too slow. Notifications, way too slow. That's why I made something called Instant Home Updates, and it sounds exactly what it is. It's literally Instant Home Updates. So enter your information below, name, square footage, bedrooms, bathrooms, where do you want to move to in Northwest Arkansas? Enter all that information below and make sure you don't miss a single notification when it comes to homes for sale or for rent, all in Northwest Arkansas. Also, every single Friday, I send an email just kind of talking about all things NWA. What's the Walmart amphitheater doing? What bands are coming down here? What's going on in the downtown section of Fayetteville? What's going on in the downtown section of Bentonville? What's Springdale up to? What are all the cool things happening in Northwest Arkansas? What new businesses are moving here? Well, all the cool things. If you want to get that email every single Friday, enter your email below. I send that every single Friday, of course. But side note, you will get a little fear of missing out, a little FOMO, so to speak, but I promise you'll be the most informed person eventually when you make your way down to Northwest Arkansas. And number 4 is Briar Rose Bakery. There's been so many times I've met people outside of Northwest Arkansas, and I say like, oh, I live down in Fayetteville, Farmington area, and they're like, oh, is that where the cinnamon roll place is? The cinnamon roll place? And I'm like, yes, that's where Briar Rose. Sometimes they don't know the name. Just to clarify, if anyone ever says the cinnamon roll place, it's Briar Rose and it's in Farmington, Arkansas. Cinnamon rolls, top tier. They have so many other things going on there. All the sandwiches, all the cool things. It's really a bakery, cakes, the whole thing. But you go there for the cinnamon rolls. So good, so fresh, so delicious. If you want to like wow and delight anybody in your life, just bring them a long line of cinnamon rolls from Briar Rose Bakery. It is fantastic. They have some, obviously, coffee, cinnamon rolls. They have this really interesting kind of almost like frosting creamer kind of thing that they put into their coffee. I love it. Super cool. Anyways, long story short, definitely check out Briar Rose for the cinnamon rolls. Plus, the actual ambiance is super cool. It's kind of like this like hidden nook you see from The Hobbit kind of style. Really cool. I love it. The whole design in Farmington is like, you'll know when you see it because it's like this long, well-designed actual area of just like well-purposeful built areas for like businesses and other things. And then Briar Rose is tucked there in the back with all like the like almost like ivy and Irish looking stuff. So really cool place, but definitely go there for the cinnamon rolls. And the last one before we jump on to the bonus round, the last one is Walmart Museum's 5 and Dime store. So you're thinking, excuse me, what? So the reason that it is famous is because Sam Walton was a ice cream connoisseur. He loved ice cream. And so one of the things that when you go to Bentonville, you go to the museum, you go to the 5 and Dime store, you get ice cream. And so it is one of those things that people just know that you do when you go to Bentonville. The museum is obviously to honor Sam Walton and his heritage and everything else, and obviously to pick some of the things that he loved in his life, and one of them was his truck, which oftentimes sits outside of his, obviously outside of the museum itself, but one of the things he also did love was ice cream. And so when you go to Bentonville, you go to the square, you go to the Walmart Museum, you definitely get ice cream. Side note, the actual museum currently is located in the Ledger because they're actually redoing the museum as we speak, but they did make something called the Spark Cafe, which sits outside the museum on the actual square itself, and they sell ice cream there. So you can still get ice cream, don't worry, but it's not actually in the museum itself because they're redoing the all interior, and it's over at the Ledger at the moment. But you can get ice cream at the Spark Cafe, which is located in a food truck right outside the actual Bentonville Square. And now we're gonna jump into bonus round, my favorite round. And so now we're gonna talk about probably one of the most world famous coffee places in the world because of what they've done, what they've accomplished, and how they've actually changed the coffee industry. And that is Onyx Coffee. Onyx Coffee is bigger than just a coffee shops in Northwest Arkansas because they have their Bentonville location, they have their Rogers, they have Fayetteville. They have the one in the Momentary, which is an art museum in Bentonville as well. The thing about Onyx that got them incredibly famous is not only because of the owner herself. She went to the barista competition, won America, she won America, and then she went to Worlds and won second place. And then they sponsored someone this year to go, and that person won won America, and then won second place in World. Not only besides they're called the Coffee Lab, they do some crazy things with coffee, but they're mostly known for actually turning and changing the coffee industry to be more sustainable, more actual friendly, and making sure that the farmers themselves get the best benefit out of all this. And so they take a lot of trips to across South America, different places, speak at events, the whole thing. And so Onyx got famous for not only creating an amazing product because they are literally scientists for coffee, and not only have they put themselves on the map because of the awards they've won, not only that, they've actually made coffee, they actually changed the coffee industry to actually make it more just better for farmers in general, just so the whole process is more sustainable and better. And so that's what got them famous, and that's why if you go anywhere coffee shops that is kind of more knowledgeable about coffee, Onyx will be definitely in the list for 100%. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about coming down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're a adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you have kids. Whatever it is, there's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. So go ahead and download it and use it when you get down here. Also, when you come down here, I can give you the $10 tour so I can kind of show you around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, let's see you next one.